Very good afternoon to all of you. I am not looking for the vice versa wishes. I hope I'm clear. Hope I'm audible today.
Yes, sir.
And I hope I'm visible. So एक journal guidelines दी थी मैंने आपको. Just ensure that we have our video switched on. This is the first class of life for this academic session. Uh, Before I start, I want all of you to आराम से बैठ जाओ. This is going to be an absolutely different experience for all. मैंने जब जेनेसिस स्टार्ट किया 2009 से. Okay, so how does it happen now? 27 अगस्त को अभी से 3 दिन पहले it was my birthday, and in the history of last 15 years जब से जेनेसिस स्टार्ट किया, it was the first ever birthday जब मैं जेनेसिस पे नहीं था. मैं छुप गया था जाके. छुपा as in I took some time off for 5 days. I don't remember. I think ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ. 2009 में जेनेसिस was born. It was the first time ever in the history of Genesis when I did not meet any of the students on my birthday. I was absolutely isolated. I chose to spend this birthday on a silent beach in Goa. And when I was sitting on my birthday with a lot of phone calls and messages from old students, I was reflecting that कि why the class of life has not been conducted in this session. मेरे ये बहुत बार जहन में थॉट आया, बिकॉज जितने भी पुराने बच्चे मुझे मैसेज करते थे, कर रहे हैं करते थे, कर रहे हैं, यू वुड बी सरप्राइज्ड. अगर मुझे चांस मिला तो आई डेफिनेटली शेयर सम मैसेजेस विद यू. आई गेट दीज काइंड ऑफ मैसेजेस, लॉन्ग लॉन्ग व्हाट्सएप्स, इंस्टाग्राम्स, फेसबुक्स. ओल्ड स्टूडेंट जो पुराने टाइम के थे, दे स्टिल यूज फेसबुक. Nowhere it was mentioned that आपसे अच्छी फिजिक्स कोई नहीं पढ़ाता था. हर जगह एक ही चीज लिखी थी, मोस्ट ऑफ देम, कि you were the best guide or coach or mentor we could get. Then when I was receiving these messages, I was wondering, what about 2025-26 batch? They have not even, I would say, they've either seen me in some part of the physics kind of a role in some online classes apart from 110th ICSE batch, which I'm taking. Rest have no idea what it is about the class of life. So I thought the moment I came back on, I think today's Sunday, I came back Friday late night. So yesterday I took some time to settle down, to देख काम देखा. जो एक हफ्ता I was on a leave, and then I decided, okay, let's कल दोपहर को I decided, okay, let me have the first class of life without wasting any further time. So this is how this class of life came into the picture for this session. I think ये 1 1.5 साल बाद हो रही है. And I should not have done this. It should have been a very continuous process. Now, what is this class of life? I think, as the name suggests, we're not going to talk about physics for a change. We're not going to talk about Newton laws, or what do we say, pulleys and machines, or work, power, energy for the change. What we're going to talk about is something very deep, something which probably I feel that I'm decently good at, is understanding and shifting the mindset of youngsters like you to believe in themselves. And my only request to all of you is that just ensure that your parents are not listening to this. Even if they might be very curious about what is this class of life going to be. At least when we are doing the live, and they can look into the video. That is not an option. They can look into the recording when the recording is being uploaded on the Genesis channel. That is okay, but not live, because that will hamper the interaction that I want to have with all of you. So in case your parents are sitting around and listening, because a lot of parents are excited to listen to what I have to say, उनको आप request कर दीजिए, they can move into other room, or you can move from the other room. But अगर कोई option नहीं है तो then that's okay. मुझे chat पे P लिख के भेज दो. आई अंडरस्टैंड आपके पेरेंट्स अराउंड हैं, तो मैं थोड़ा सा अपनी अपनी लैंग्वेज को थोड़ा सा पेरेंट ओरिएंटेड कर लूंगा, नहीं तो मैं जेन जी लैंग्वेज में बात करूंगा. I would really request all of you, if your parents are around you and or if they are around you, you are wearing headphones, then that's absolutely okay. But if they are around you and you're not wearing headphones and they're listening to me, then I would request you to just send me a message on the chat P, and I'll get to know their parents are around. I, I renewed my Zoom subscription for this sessions because मुझे था ये 40 minutes के बाद एक break आ जाता था. If you remember जब मैं physics की classes ले रहा था, तो after every 40 minutes we had to take a 25-minute break because I had to schedule another meeting. So last night I was very keen to go to make sure that this does not get interrupted. So I invested in the Zoom Pro subscription. So we have no limit for the time. We can talk and hear our heart out. So let me share a story with you. Can I? Awesome.
Yes, sir.
एक इंसान था. वो लैंप के नीचे, स्ट्रीट लाइट में, स्ट्रीट लैंप के नीचे कुछ ढूंढ रहा था. गाइस रिएक्शंस अपने पास रखो, अभी नहीं चाहिए बेटा, बिकॉज अभी द मोमेंटम विल गेट ब्रेक. आई अंडरस्टैंड यू आर वेरी पैशनेट एंड यू लव मी अलॉट, बट अभी के लिए थोड़ा सा फोकस करते हैं. तो वो बंदा एक बंदा था, वो लैंप के नीचे कुछ ढूंढ रहा था. अंधेरा था बट लैंप के नीचे रोशनी में कुछ ढूंढ रहा था. काफी देर से ढूंढ रहा था. तो थोड़ी देर के बाद एक और बंदा आया. बहुत सारे बंदे ने उसको क्रॉस किया बट नोबडी स्टॉप फॉर हिम. बट देन थोड़ी देर के बाद एक और बंदा आया एंड ही स्टॉप्ड. एंड उसने उससे पूछा कि भाई क्या ढूंढ रहा है. कहता यार मेरी ना चाबी गुम गई, आई लॉस्ट माई की, तो आई एम नॉट एबल टू फाइंड इट. तो वो बंदा, लाइक अ गुड गाय, स्टार्टेड हेल्पिंग कि ओके लेट मी हेल्प यू आउट, लाइक अ टिपिकल गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग. So the guy started, the both of them started looking for a key. 5-7 मिनट हो गए. तो जो बंदा ढूंढ रहा था, जिसकी चाबी नहीं थी, जो हेल्प कर रहा था, उसने उस बंदे से पूछा जिसकी चाबी थी कि भाई एक बात बता, डिड यू लूज द की हेयर ओनली, तेरी चाबी यहीं घूमी थी. तो जो बंदा चाबी, जिसकी चाबी थी, वो कहता है नहीं भाई मेरी चाबी कहीं और घूमी थी, बट मैं ढूंढ यहां रहा हूं बिकॉज रोशनी यहां पे ज्यादा है. Just keep the story inside you for the rest of the session, and we'll come back to the story at the end of the session. लास्ट में फिर बताता हूँ क्या हुआ. वो बंदा कहता कि चाबी कहीं और घूमी थी मेरी, बट मैं ढूंढ यहाँ रहा हूँ लैंप पोस्ट के नीचे, बिकॉज लैंप पोस्ट के नीचे रोशनी बहुत है. कीप थिंकिंग अबाउट दिस, व्हाट हैपेंड, why was this guy stupid or was this guy sensible, and whatever you answer, keep it to yourself. We'll discuss it at the end of the session. The only rule for today's interaction is that we have to be absolutely honest with each other. And I am going to share a poll with you, three questions with you, which you will see in your screen right away, and you answer that. इसके answers मुझे नहीं पता लगेगा किसने क्या आंसर किया, तो best part it's anonymous, but you answer it with your own honesty. Give me a minute. Okay. Okay. You can see the first question, I think. You can start voting. How motivated do you feel about your future right now? If you feel absolutely no motivation, you type zero. You can tap zero. If you feel absolutely motivated, you can feel 10. And depending upon how much you feel motivated out of in your life, right? I and trust me, मुझे किसी का आंसर नहीं पता लगेगा कि आप क्या लिख रहे हो. मुझे ओवरऑल बैच का रिस्पॉन्स पता लगेगा जो आज क्लास लगा रहा है. And on the count of three, I want all of you to vote now. Your time starts now, because उसके बाद मैं ये चेंज कर दूँ. पहले एक टाइम पे एक क्वेश्चन आंसर करेंगे बेटा. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दैट हाउ देयर थ्री क्वेश्चन इफ यू सी. फर्स्ट इज हाउ मोटिवेटेड डू यू फील about your future right now. This is again first question. 14 of your. Second is what is your biggest distraction? We have four options in this. And the third is if no one is watching you, will you be proud of your own self? Again, this is you have to rate it out of 10. Similar kind of the first question out of 10 rating. You still have a lot of time. We have received abhi only 50% of the students have voted. You have 30 more seconds to vote. Don't worry, nobody is going to read your answer. We still have left with guys precisely 10 seconds now. And five students have still not voted. Only five of you have not voted. Rest all of you have voted. So I'm requesting all the other also to vote. That's brilliant, guys. I think most of 93% voting has happened. I'm going to share the results now. Let's see the results. Can you see the results? Awesome. So 9% of the students are 10 feeling 10. Most of you are somewhere between, I would say, I would say 5 to 8 marks. This is approximately 34, 47, 64%. Very few are at very below mark. Awesome. What is your biggest distraction? Is the second question. 67% says that, okay, this is mobile phone scrolling. And 43% says that lack of future plan. I'm glad with your honesty, guys. Koi baat nahi, guys. It's absolutely okay. And last is, if no one is watching you, will you be proud of your own self today? 13% says we will be proud. Absolutely proud. And four, okay, that's awesome. And eight, okay, interesting. Shall I stop sharing the results, guys? Have you seen the results? This is you now. This is most of you. Awesome. Thank you for your time. Now, what happens is that, listen to me very carefully. हमें बहुत इस एज हमें बहुत बार ये लगता है लाइफ में, एंड मैं आपको बिल्कुल डिफरेंट जोन में दिखूंगा, सो डोंट एक्सपेक्ट इट्स अ फिजिक्स. आई रिपीट, इट्स नॉट अ फिजिक्स क्लास, इट्स अ क्लास ऑफ लाइफ. हमें बहुत बार ऐसा लगता है लाइफ में कि हमारे साथ जो इवेंट होता है, ये वर्ड्स पकड़ना ध्यान से बेटा, जो हमारे साथ इवेंट होता है, इवेंट मतलब जो हमारे साथ सर्कमस्टांसेस होते हैं लाइफ में, कुछ भी, good, bad, ugly, very good, whatever, in any condition, that decides our outcome. मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ हमेशा हमें लगता है, आई रिपीट, हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हमारे साथ जो इवेंट होता है, इवेंट जो चीज हुई हमारे साथ, दैट डिफाइंस आवर आउटकम. तो हमारी इक्वेशन क्या है? यू कैन नोट इट डाउन ऑल्सो side by side if you feel like. A general equation for the most of the students in life is that event is equal to outcome, which means in simple language, I'll give you a very simple example. आपकी लैंग्वेज में बात करता हूँ. स्कूल में कोई टीचर है, मे बी XYZ, मे बी मैथमेटिक्स का, फिजिक्स का, और एनी लैंग्वेज टीचर, and he or she probably does not teach you well. मजा नहीं आता उनकी क्लास में, समझ नहीं आता, बिल्कुल भी नहीं आता. So let's take an example. It's a maths teacher or a physics teacher. Now you feel that since your mathematics teacher is not good in school, so you accept the outcome as that is why your maths is not good. So the event was that school gave you a teacher, that he or she was not up to the mark, unfortunately. You decided that, to your own self, you decided that since my teacher is not good of mathematics or Hindi or English or whatever XYZ, That is why my this subject is weak. So the outcome is your subject is weak. The event was your teacher was not up to the mark. So you decided, or most of the human beings decide that event is equal to the outcome. And that's the wrong equation. You know what is the right equation, beta? Anyone? Can anyone tell me what should be the right equation? What could be the right equation?
Effort is equal to outcome.
Sorry? Yes, yes, you were saying something?
Effort is equal to outcome.
Did you say effort?
Yes, sir.
आप कौन हो?
Shirza.
Sure, sir. Okay, good. Anyone else? The right equation is very good, Shirza. Event E plus हमारा response to that event is the outcome. The right equation is not, it's not E is equal to O, it is E plus R is equal to O. Think deep, सारी गेम आर में छुपी है बेटा. The entire game is hiding in the letter R, where the R stands for the response to that event. मैं उस चीज का कर क्या रहा हूं? I'll give you another very simple example. I have an issue. So a friend or any of you comes to me and say, I have an issue with my parents. My parents are very conservative. They don't understand me. That's a typical teenage issue, challenge, I would say. My parents don't understand me. So what do? This is very important now. And I will request all of you to keep your videos on. So if you have an issue with your parent, you tell your friend about it, you tell your best friend about it. And that's absolutely okay. We do share things with our best friends. यार पता है यार मेरे ना पापा बिल्कुल कोऑपरेटिव नहीं है, मेरे को समझते नहीं है, या मेरी मम्मा कोऑपरेटिव नहीं है, या मेरी दादी को, इट कुड बी एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली ऑल्सो, दादी कोऑपरेटिव नहीं है, मेरा भाई कोऑपरेटिव नहीं है. दैट्स एन इवेंट. ओके, यू माइट बी राइट, दे नॉट कोऑपरेटिव, दैट्स एन इवेंट. एंड इस चक्कर में आप फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हुए घूमते हो, ना आप अपने करियर पे ध्यान देते हो, ना आप अपने वट एवर वट यू गो थ्रू दैट स्ट्रगल. बट योर रिस्पॉन्स टू दैट शुड बी talking to the right person. Instead of talking to the right person, we chose to talk to the person who cannot do anything about it. So I'll give you a very simple example. मैं नाम लेके बोलता हूँ. Just for example, if I am teaching a batch, so I'm teaching, you know that I'm already teaching one batch. So there are around 27-30 students in that batch. And I have an issue with two of them, any two students in that batch, because of their behavior or their body language or whatever it is. My first response should be telling that person directly that, bro, I have a problem with your behavior. Not straight away calling their parents the first time when some damage was done. First time calling their parents and saying this, आपका बच्चा अच्छा नहीं. Because if I'm complaining to the parent, eventually the parent will talk to the child only. It's better that if I give a chance to the child straightforward, bro, this is what I expect from you. This is what you're doing. I don't like this behavior. I'm giving you one, second, third, fourth warning. Things still don't go well, then I might have to go to the parent. But that will happen later. First, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you to improve. हम इस एज में पागलों की तरह लॉस्ट हुए घूमते हैं. स्कूल से घर, घर से ट्यूशन, जेनेसिस, जेनेसिस से घर, थोड़ा स्पोर्ट्स खेल लिया, थोड़ा सा एक्टिविटी कर ली, होमवर्क स्कूल का टॉर्चर कर लिया, जेनेसिस का टेस्ट दे दिया जो हर संडे में उठा के आ रहा है आजकल, या हर ऑल्टरनेट, आजकल काफी टेस्ट हो रहे हैं बिकॉज एग्जाम डेज है. एंड देन वी एक्सपेक्ट आवर लाइफ विल बी बेटर. How will the life be better if 100% of you are doing the same thing that every other second Tom, Dick, and Harry is doing in the world? Your life will be better. Our lives will be better, बेटा, जब जब हम ये अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे, am I controlling my responses? I repeat, am I controlling my responses? And it has got nothing to do with lot of study, lot of self study. बहुत पढ़ाई की मैं यहाँ पढ़ाई की बात ही नहीं हो रही मेरे बच्चों, यहाँ बात ही कुछ और हो रही है. यहाँ बात हो रही है अबाउट योर लाइफ, अबाउट योर माइंडसेट. You know what is mindset? How do you define mindset? Anyone? How do you define mindset? If I say one thing that is required to be a champion is the right mindset, what do you mean by the word right mindset? Anyone? What do you mean by the mindset word? Can anyone help me? Intent. Okay, Chirag. You can type, guys, in one word. You can type in the chat also. That is even more wonderful. You can type in the chat. What do you mean by the word mindset? Better. Clear goal. Okay. General attitude. Okay. Goal for life. Okay. Response to a situation. Okay. The way we think. Very good. Positive attitude. No, I'm not talking about attitude right now, Kashish. Not bad, but still very good. Okay, I'll not take any more answers on this. Listen to me very carefully. Again, keep your videos on. Dedication towards your goal. Okay. Listen to me very carefully. It has got nothing to do with what you have said. Most of you have said. A few answers very good also. Like I would understand it. Give me a sec. I'm reading the answers. Ryan is very close to the right answer. Goal. So I would say that if I give you a piece of paper right now, if I give you a piece of paper right now, and I give you a pen right now, all of you have a pen right now. I'm sure you have it. And all of you have a piece of paper right now. So do one exercise with me for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay. What you have to do is, I'm going to ask you a question. You have to write that answer. And वो आंसर आपने पढ़ के नहीं बताना मुझे. वो आपके लिए, वो मैं किसी दिन वैसे आके आपको चेक कर लूंगा किसी दिन मिल के. How do you see life as? Question mark. How do you see life as? Question mark. Now you can start writing your answer. And बिल्कुल ऐसे लिखना कि कोई नहीं देख रहा, कोई नहीं पढ़ेगा. आई नीड राइट एन एलैबोरेटिव आंसर. जो दिल में आ रहा है खुला खुल के लिखो. I repeat, जो when you're done, just make a thumbs up. When you're done doing this, just make a thumbs up. Only one has done it. Us, 2, 3, 5, 6. Come on. And don't, guys, जो लिख रहे हैं लिखते जाओ. Don't wait for others कि हम इनका हो गया. ये कोई मैथ्स का क्वेश्चन नहीं है या फिजिक्स का न्यूमेरिकल नहीं है कि सबका हो गया, मेरा भी हो गया. I'm giving you 15-20 seconds more. Keep writing, guys. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, I think let's have last 10 seconds better because we have to continue the session also. Last 10 seconds for this. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Harsh. Okay, so what you have written now is anyone who wants to voluntarily read it, good, bad, ugly, I don't care. जो भी लिखा, अगर if you, and again it's not compulsion. Anyone of you who feels like voluntarily reading it can raise your hand or can unmute himself and tell me, sir, I want to read it, or I'm comfortable reading it. No one. Awesome. That's still absolutely okay. What you have written is presently. Listen to me. Put a date on it. Put a date on it. Put a time on it. It's approximately 1 o'clock. And today is 31st August 2025 1 p.m. अगर आप अभी रफ में लिख रहे हो तो उसको फेड ऑन बाद में कर लेना, सिंपल कॉपी पेस्ट करना. This is what is your mindset as of now. What you have written. Read it once again in your heart. I want to ask you something. And again, the only promise to each other today is that we are committed to each other for being honest. And मैं भी unfilter होके बात कर रहा हूँ. Except few parents are there, तो मैं थोड़ा सा इज्जत से बात कर. Okay, if you intend to be a champion in life, in any field, be it a basketball player, be it a footballer, be it a cricketer, be it a YouTube gamer, be it a top engineer or a doctor or an AI scientist, anything, a champion in your field, what you have written, are you proud of it? Do you think that champion, what you want to be in life, and what you have written make sense, match each other? If yes, just raise your hand and be honest. मुझे impress नहीं करना. I don't want you to impress me at all. One hand is raised so far, and be honest. Two are raised now. 3 are raised. 4 are raised. 5 are raised. 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. Hands down. Out of, I think we are around 58 to 60 people in the meeting, we have approximately 11 to 12 kids who raise their hands, which means we're talking about 20% approximately. Awesome. I love you being so honest about your life. हमें इंसान को, when we talk about the response to an event, you know, why do we get most, when do we get, or why do we get most stressed out in life? When we know that this is my capability about anything, and this is my performance. And the broader this gap is, the more I would be stressed out. I'll give you a very simple example. बहुत ध्यान सुनो. So if someone of you is not very good in bio, for example, and it could be anyone, could be for XYZ, is very bad at bio. Now, if that person scores very less in bio, उसको ज्यादा दुख नहीं होगा, एक टेम्पररी शायद दुख होगा, टेम्पररी. उसके लिए वो पागल नहीं होगा दुख से. Because you inherently knew that my capability in bio is this only. 10 नंबर की कैपेबिलिटी है मेरी 25 में से, 25 नंबर के टेस्ट में से मेरी 10-12 की कैपेबिलिटी है. मेरा स्कोर 9 आ गया, 8 आ गया, तो ठीक है यार. ओवरऑल शायद मैं देखो ध्यान सुनना बेटा, मैं इसलिए शायद दुखी हो जाऊँ, इस क्लास में सबका मेरे से ज्यादा है, टीचर ने मेरे को डांट दिया, मैं इसलिए दुखी हो सकता हूँ. पेरेंट्स ने मेरे को पेल दिया घर आके कि तेरे इतने नंबर आए टेस्ट में, मैं इसलिए दुखी हो सकता हूँ, बट वो टेम्परेरी है. मैं इनहेरेंट दुख की बात करूँ, जो कभी कभी दुख बहुत ज्यादा लग जाता है, मैं वो नहीं होगा मुझे. तो डीप डाउन मुझे पता है कि यार बायो में मेरी ये लेवल है मेरा, यहाँ मैं परफॉर्म कर रहा हूँ, नॉट एन इश्यू, कोई बात। थिंक अबाउट इट। मैं कंपैरिजन से दुखी हो सकता हूँ। थिंक अबाउट इट। बट अगर किसी सब्जेक्ट में मेरी कैपेबिलिटी ये है, मे बी मैथ्स और फिजिक्स और केमिस्ट्री और इंग्लिश फॉर दैट मैटर, और इवन हिस्ट्री फॉर दैट, एंड आई एम परफॉर्मिंग हियर consistently, I'll be very stressed about that subject. Am I right or am I wrong? कभी भी स्ट्रेस इन कैपेबिलिटीज की वजह से नहीं होता। ये हमें सबसे बड़ा एक ह्यूमन बंदे को फ्लॉ है। Why did I feel stressed on my birthday? Why did I feel stressed on my birthday? Because I felt a tinge of disappointment in my behavior when I received so many messages, more than 750 messages I've received from old students, all mentioning about how these sessions or what impacted them. And I felt a tinge of disappointment. I have not even conducted a single class of life in this academic session officially, because I knew this is what I'm capable of, and this is what I was doing for you guys in terms of helping you shift your mindset. I felt disappointed. बट व्हेन आई वाज प्लानिंग टू टेक द क्लास ऑफ लाइफ, सो मुझे काफी टीचर्स ने कल बोला कि सर आप कल मत लो, बिकॉज बच्चों के स्कूल में एग्जाम्स है मंडे से, जैसे जेवियर्स आर हैविंग देयर एग्जाम्स। आई सेड आई एम गोइंग टू टेक इट। If kids are not able to read it, they can watch the video, but I'm not going to let other disappointed in me. That's my response to what I felt. As a champion, all of you listening to me right now, we got to reduce this gap, because human beings feel that हम अपनी इनकैपेबिलिटीज की वजह से स्ट्रेस्ड आउट फील करते हैं। नो नो, हम अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज में ज्यादा स्ट्रेस्ड आउट फील करते हैं, क्योंकि हम उन कैपेबिलिटीज के हिसाब से, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द नेक्स्ट 5 मिनट्स ऑफ वेरी ऑनेस्ट एंड ब्रूटल, हम अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज में जो हम बिलीव करते हैं, जो हमारी एक्चुअल कैपेबिलिटी, हम जो जानते हैं, जब हम उसके कॉरस्पॉन्डिंगली परफॉर्म नहीं करते, हम अपने पेरेंट्स को झूठ बोल सकते हैं कि मेरा स्कोर 25 में से 16 आया है, बट हाईएस्ट ही 18 गया है। मैं उस चीज के लिए शायद करेक्ट भी हूँ, मैं उनकी डांट से बच जाऊं, मैं जेनेसिस के टीचर की डांट से शायद बच जाऊंगा कि हाँ ठीक है सर, मेरा क्लास में स्कूल में यूनिट टेस्ट था, तो मैं शायद इसके लिए उतना अच्छा पढ़ के नहीं आ पाया, मैं बच जाऊं। मैं शायद स्कूल में ये एक्सक्यूज दे दूंगा कि मैं कहीं बाहर गया था, वाज नॉट वेल, मेरे इसलिए मार्क्स नहीं आए, या इन एनी सर्कमस्टांस फॉर दैट। बट आई विल नॉट फील गुड inside when I know I have betrayed my own self. We when we hurt our best friend, when we hurt a friend, and we know that when we have genuinely hurt a friend, we might portray in front of other friends that it was not your mistake, भाड़ में जाए वो हमेशा ही मुंह बना लेती है, वो हमेशा ही मुंह बना के रहता है, वो मुझे बुली करता है या मुझे, but deep down the heart we know that we have let him down, but we have not let him down, we have let our own selves down, because we were capable of having that relationship here, we kept it here, or here, or here, or here, or in other words, we should have treated that person here, we have treated him here. The gap. The gap is a problem. Giving you 1 minute to reflect upon what I've just said. The gap is a problem. Greater the gap, greater is the problem. The stress level. Think about any area of life, any area. I'm not talking about academics right now, any area. A relationship with your parent, relationship with your teacher, relationship with your best friend, relationship with any subject, relationship with academics, school, coaching, whatever it is. An area where you're most stressed out is an area where the gap is the broadest. Giving you 1 minute to think about it and genuinely think about it. When you're done thinking, just make a heart in the chat. When you're done thinking thoroughly, deeply, just make a heart emoticon in the chat. Let's see how many of you can find the heart emoticon correctly. This is the heart emoticon I'm talking about. Khanna has already made it. Good. You can make it normally also. Abhyuday has made it. Rayan has made it. Awesome. I repeat, when you've done thinking about it deeply, when you feel that this guy is this 39-year-old Hapshi is making sense, then only make it. 39-year-old is an Hapshi only now. And I'm not doing it for the hearts. I'm doing it for making you understand that. Okay, awesome. Stop sending me hearts now, guys. Stop sending me hearts, guys. I'm married man. Okay, now having said that, guys, having said that, understand that. Okay, but enough of hearts and enough of everything. So what do we do now? From today onwards, let's change something about it. What do we change? I only want to help you change one thing about every damn thing. One thing about every damn thing that is going to happen for the next 15 days. We'll try doing it for 15 days or maybe 7 days. 15 days if it's too much for a long time. 7 days. For next 7 days, first listen to me and stop sending me hearts. I've just said that. Bas karo. For some वो बस कर दे भाई बहन जो भी बनाई जा रहा है हार्ट फॉर द नेक्स्ट मैंने मीटिंग से बाहर निकाल देना फॉर द नेक्स्ट 7 odd days you promise to yourself and you damn promise to yourself that whatever the situation of life comes at you, and it has got, I repeat, it has got nothing to do with only academics. I'm talking about any situation that life throws at you. Any situation from right now, the moment we will wind up this class in next 10-15 minutes, any situation that the life throws at you, Bacha, what you will do is you will think about the response that you're giving to that situation. You will try to control your response to that situation because that's the only thing we can control. You know what, बेटा हम लोग पता है किन चीजों की वरी करते हैं लाइफ में सोच के बताना मैं गलत बोल रहा हूं तो मुझे करेक्ट करना जो चीज लाइफ में ना दो प्रकार की चीजें होती हैं पहली थिंग्स दैट वी कैन कंट्रोल दूसरी द थिंग्स दैट वी कैन नॉट कंट्रोल इनके अलावा कोई और चीज ही नहीं आई गिव एन एग्जांपल can you control the weather outside which is absolutely rainy today? Can you control that? No. Now I'll give you a very simple example. Some of you might not like rains a lot. You might not like rain, and some of like me, I like rains a lot. Now the person who's not liking a rain will say आज मैं बिल्कुल नहीं पढ़ाई करूंगा बिकॉज आज बारिश का मौसम है और मुझे बारिश पसंद नहीं है मेरा मूड खराब कर दिया बारिश ने थिंक अबाउट इट क्या बारिश मूड खराब कर सकती है टेक्निकली नहीं ना बारिश मूड कैसे खराब कर अनदर एग्जांपल सम ऑफ यू जस्ट फॉट विद योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड किसी भी बात में स्कूल में आर्ग्यूमेंट हो गया या जेनेसिस पे आर्ग्यूमेंट आप 6 साढ़े 6 जेनेसिस से गए लड़के गए अपनी बेस्ट फ्रेंड से या अच्छे फ्रेंड से या आपको टीचर ने कुछ बोल दिया ध्यान सुनना आप घर गए यू वर इन एब्सोल्यूट बैड मूड मम्मा ने आपको बुलाया, बेटा दूध पी ले, चाय पी ले, मैगी खा ले, वॉट एवर इट इज, यू सेड मम्मा मेरे से बात मत करो, मैं एंड यू फेक अराउंड हर, बिकॉज हम जनरली सारी बातें शायद नहीं बता पाते. सो यू फेक्ड अराउंड देम कि नथिंग हैज हैपेंड, आई एम गुड, आप मुझे काम करने दो, मैं बिजी हूँ. But you opened a book also. But for 1.5 hour, you were thinking of what happened in the tuition, or in the school today, or any XYZ circumstance with a friend, and you wasted 1.5 2 hours of just thinking, 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 and neither doing anything about it, or neither doing anything about your dreams and goals about life. What a waste of time. और हम सब ऐसा करते हैं. वी आर ऑल गिल्टी ऑफ डूइंग इट, एंड इवन आई एम गिल्टी ऑफ डूइंग इट. बट अगेन विद एज, a lot of maturity comes, and I'm trying to give you that at the right time, because these are career building years. You know what? So what was the event क्या था? आपकी अपने फ्रेंड से लड़ाई होना. ओके, दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके, होती है, जहां प्यार है वहां लड़ाई भी है. रिस्पॉन्स क्या दिया आपने? 2 घंटे 3 घंटे सोचने पे बर्बाद कर दिए. कई जो ओवर थिंकर्स होते हैं बेचारे, वो पूरी रात ही मतलब पंखे को देखते देखते सोचते रहते हैं, कल स्कूल में बताऊंगी, कल बात नहीं करूंगी, या कल बात नहीं करूंगा उससे, मैं नहीं बुलाऊंगा उसको, उसने मुझे कैसे बोला. And we go to the school, we try to fake it around, we are successful faking it around, हम break तक fake around भी कर लेते हैं, and again we lose 4 another periods of our school life, which शायद हम थोड़ा सुन लें स्कूल टीचर का, थोड़ा समझ भी आ जाए, चांसेस बहुत कम है बट फिर भी आ सकता है. And then again we have wasted a lot of time. That's the response, which is absolutely bullshit. And if someone asks you, your friend, another friend asks you, can I take Shirza, your example? तो मान लो शिर्जा वो बच्ची है जिसकी फ्रेंड से लड़ाई हुई, और शिर्जा शिर्जा बहुत डिसअपॉइंटेड थी. उसने अपना पूरे 2 4 घंटे ट्यूशन के बाद या स्कूल के बाद वेस्ट कर लिए. एंड शिर्जा से एक और फ्रेंड ने पूछा, व्हाई आर यू अपसेट? तो शिर्जा ने बोला, यार आई एम बाउंड टू बी अपसेट. लिसन टू मी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. शिर्जा सेज, यार आई एम बाउंड टू बी अपसेट, जब तेरे को पता है मेरी उससे लड़ाई हुई है. दैट्स द लाइन इज अ प्रॉब्लम, बिकॉज हमने ये अज्यूम कर लिया, शिर्जा ने अज्यूम कर लिया, since I have an issue, I had an issue with my friend, I'm bound to be upset, I'm bound to waste my time. Event was having the fight with the friend. Absolutely correct event, उसमें कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है, लड़ाई होनी लाजमी है. पेरेंट से लड़ाई होनी लाजमी है. टीचर से छित्तर पड़ना लाजमी है. लाजमी का मतलब ऑब्वियस होता है. पेरेंट्स का फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गए कभी कभी हमें ऐसी चीजें बोल देना जो लॉजिकल नहीं है, वो ऑब्वियस है, क्योंकि वो पेरेंट है मेरे बच्चा. In the response of that event, if we are just wasting our time, we are actually killing our future. So what should be the right response of Shirza in that situation? There could be 2 to 3 responses. One, the moment she reaches home, she should have called the friend maybe after 30 minutes, so that both of them get cooled down, and speak her heart out कि this is not what I expect from you. अगर तुझे मेरी कोई बात बुरी लगे, listen to me very carefully. तुझे अगर मेरी कोई बात बुरी लगे, I'm really sorry. And hoping the friend should do the same. Now, if the friend does not do the same, that person does not deserve to be your friend in the first place only. Think about something. Think about this deeply. If someone does not value your sorry and clarity and transparency, that you took time and you did not had your ego and you decided to clarify, and that person does not value you, do you think that person deserves your attention and focus? Answer is no. So जब ऐसा हो जाएगा, she should be clear, वो एक ही बार hurt होगी, she'll be more focused. That's response number one. Could be response number one. Response number two could be she should be mature enough to understand, okay, there was a fight. She's my best friend. There's no love, no love being lost. There is misunderstanding है. कल स्कूल जाऊंगी, I'll talk to him in person, I'll clarify everything. Till the time, I am not going to waste even a single minute of it. And she continues to do what she's meant to do. That's response number two. In both these responses, she's not wasting time on what event has done to her. She's focusing on the response and making the other time productive. बिकॉज यू नो व्हाट बेटा, आप सब 15 साल की हो एवरेज, एवरेज जो ऑडियंस आज क्लास लगा रही है, यू 15, एम आई राइट? When you will be 25, nobody will give you shit if you have not made it big in life, and nobody owes you anything, not even your parents. It's our life. It's We have to bloody figure it out in the best possible way. I repeat, in the best possible way. Nobody owes us anything. When I say nobody owes us anything, का मतलब बहुत simple है कि the world does not owe us anything. I repeat, the world does not owe us anything. I still can't see a lot of you. I have to see each one of you at least for once in the class, so that I can recollect the faces. So that when I see you next time in the meeting, in a parking lot, or in life somewhere in the Karyana store, or you see me and you come to me and say, "Sir, good evening." I don't say I don't recognize you. You would not want that, especially students who are from Zarakpur 20 and Zarakpur and 20 Zarakpur and 20. तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए ना, तुम मुझे मिलो तो बोलो सर मैं जेनेसिस में पढ़ती हूँ, मैंने आपकी क्लास ऑफ लाइफ लगाई थी, और हम लोग हैं, मैंने तो तेरे को देखा नहीं. दैट विल बी वेरी वेरी absurd फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस. थिंक अबाउट व्हाट आई हैव सेड. Event is not the outcome. Event plus response is the outcome. If you ask me like a friend, as a friend I'm saying, not as a teacher, not as a mentor, as a friend, genuine friend, heart to heart, a mature friend of yours, that if you decide that, if guys, if give me a sec better, you have to give me a sec. Mhm. Perfect. So I just had to remove someone who was creating nuisance on the emoticons. I've just removed the guy. Okay, guy or girl, I don't know. Coming back. If I be if I'll be talking to as a friend who is, I'm 39, you're 15, is that if you really want to make big in life as a human being in any damn field, you have to start controlling your responses from today. Sooner the better. In every damn field. You have to start taking, इधर देखो, मेरी तरफ देखो, 100% responsibility of your life. If you have goofed up, accept that you have goofed up. गलती हुई, मैं रिपीट नहीं करूंगा, improve. Don't bloody, I would say, don't bloody fake it around in front of your parents or friends or family. मैं तो मोबाइल चलाती नहीं, मैं तो पेपर कर रही थी, मैं तो स्कूल का होमवर्क कर रही थी. When deep down the heart you were snapping, you were creating your, what do we say, increasing your snap score. किसको बेवकूफ बना रहे हो? किसको? पेरेंट्स को बना लो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. टीचर्स को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, दे गेटिंग द सैलरीज ऑन टाइम. बड़े भाई को नथिंग विल हैपन. किसको? अपनी लाइफ को. और वो कितना ही मूर्ख इंसान होगा जो अपनी लाइफ का बेड़ा गर्क करी है. I wish snap score what you had is equal to the money in your account when you would be 5 years on. फिर तो समझ आती है कि sir, I'm increasing my snap score, but that's going to the wealth I'll start. I don't know what snap scores you have, but I'm sure it's good. Vidhi, what is your snap score?
Sir, I don't remember checking it.
मतलब इतना ज्यादा है कि you don't remember counting it. Okay. Anyone else who remembers his or her snap score? Snap score is, guys, Snapchat का कुछ score tour होता है. Because I think streaks, I have never used Snapchat, but I'm thinking I should come and understand what is Snapchat, how does it work, so that it will help me conduct workshops in schools better. So whatever it is, I hope Snapchat score, or in fact, for that matter, your screen time. You see, most of you agreed when we had a poll in the beginning. The Kaina is very honest. He says 72,880 is a snap score. Kaina, I'm so proud of you, better, for being so honest. Beta. I love you, Bachu. Chirag says 60,000. Okay, Chirag, de Kaina jeet rahi hai this. So I'm sure I'm sure that there are a lot of others who snap. I was doing a workshop in a school थोड़े दिन पहले. One of the student, a female girl, a girl student in, I think, grade 10th थी या 11th थी. She had a snap score of, I think, above 2.5-3 लाख के ऊपर था, which is very good. If it's very good if snap score is equal to money, but it's not good if a snap score is equal to the number of hours you have wasted in life. Kushbu, thank you, Beda, for being honest. Coming back to what we were discussing, to understand this, if I'll be very honest with you as a friend, a big friend of yours, and you can always count upon me as a friend from now onwards. If there is one thing you want to understand and win in life, is that you have to start taking 100% responsibility of your life. अगर गलती भी की है, अगर goof up भी किया है, accept it, move on. Harsh ka score 1 lakh से ऊपर है. Harsh has just shared it in the group, guys. You can read it. 1 lakh something. 768. That's again very honest. Taking 100% control of our lives. If you can't do it, stop dreaming about being successful. I'll be very honest. Stop dreaming about being successful. And I'll be very honest about it. What you need to understand is what we'll do. I'll paste a question on the chat. I'll paste a question on the chat, and none of you will not answer on the chat. All of you will have to answer it on the chat in 3 to 4 words. You can see the question now in next 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You can type it in the chat only. You know how to type chat? Chat me, you can type. English में क्वेश्चन समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या? Question is, describe your new in 3 words. I like it. I like your answer, Chirag. Good, Vidhi. Awesome. Okay, Shaurya, I trust you. I like it. Keep writing. We are giving you 30 more seconds. And we will wind up in the next 5 minutes, next 2 minutes. We'll wind up in next 2 minutes, guys. I love what you're writing, but make sure that you're writing it with 100% heart. Motivated but not confident. Next. That's what I'm saying is better. You have to describe your new you, what you want to be. Very good, Aradhya. All of you, very good, guys. Awesome, Garima. And Piyush, good. Listen to me. You can keep doing it. वो जो स्टोरी हमने स्टार्ट करी थी, वो जो बंदा था वो क्या कर रहा था, गलती क्या कर रहा था? एनीबडी हु कैन एक्सप्लेन मी दैट स्टोरीज, that guy's stupidity was what? Raise your hand, and I want you to come on and say it loud. What was that stupidity that guy was doing? Or was that guy not stupid? Anyone who wants to come and understand and help me conclude the session with that story? Yes, come on. No one? That person was looking for light somewhere else, like all of us do. But we forget that the real illumination, enlightenment is within us. He was looking to find things in someone else's light. Think about it. Chirag feels that my life can be example. They don't just an example because Chirag is a good guy and I kind of will not feel bad if I just take his name. Chirag will feel that I can probably count upon someone else to take control of my life and so that I can play the victim behavior. There are two kinds of behavior, and this is the last 2 minutes of the session. In every situation when the life throws at us, there are two kinds of behavior that we can show. One, a champion behavior. Second, a victim behavior. And you know which behavior is easy to play? Victim behavior. Why? Because when we play victim behavior, when we respond by a victim behavior, we do not have to take control of our lives and we can always put the blame on someone else. From where we started today's session. I'm not good in mathematics because my teacher in school is not good. I'm not good in this because this is bad. I'm not good in relationships because my relationship with my family sucks. I am not good at this. I was not able to perform well because of this. So every time I am responding by my victim by a victim mindset, I call it. I am putting a blame on someone else, and that's very easy to do it. That's damn easy to do. Because उसमें अपने पे blame नहीं आएगा ना. But when I am taking a champion mindset, which says, okay, I made a mistake. So, for example, if someone of you comes to me and say, you should have done class of life earlier, this is very helpful. I'll respond it this way. I absolutely agree with you. I should have done it this way. But now, since we are doing it, let's take the 100%, I would say, benefit out of it. Think about it. I would not say, if यार मैं ना बहुत बिजी चल रहा था यार, आई सो वांटेड टू डू इट, पर 4-5 महीने में इतना बिजी. नोबडी इज दैट बिजी कि वो अपनी टॉप चीजें ना कर सके जिसके लिए वो बनाए. Am I clear? So whenever immediately after ending this session, कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा ही घर पे. कुछ कुछ एपिसोड हो रहा होगा, कुछ स्कूल का टेस्ट होगा, कुछ घर वाले कुछ बोलेंगे, कुछ भी. Try to respond that with a champion mindset, and that champion mindset says, I take 100% control and responsibility of my life, period. If things don't go well, it's not my failure, it's something that I've learned from. It's absolutely okay. but I would not put it a blame on someone else or a blame on circumstance. Because the right equation, as we all say today, we have learned is the event plus response is the outcome. On this note, write type one word that you have learned from this session that will stay with you forever. One word that will stay with you forever that we have learned together from this session. On the count of three, two, three, two, one. Last one word that you have learned from this session, which you will take it for the rest of your life. I love it. Love the answers. Champion, response, responsibility, confidence, response, honesty, response, motivated, appropriate response, like it, good response, response. Okay, I like it. That awesome. Still looking for more answers. Honesty, response, honesty. Be a champion. Awesome. Accept your mistake and try to improve it. Awesome. Mindset. Right decision. Full focus. Responsibility. Determination. Before we end up today's session, first class of life, anyone who wants to share something, or shall we end it right away? If I'm opening the house for Q&A, you can either, if you're very confident about sharing your question, you can straight away unmute yourself and share, or you can type in a chat. एक option होती है इसमें, personally I can read your message and I'll not name you if you're giving me the question in a personal chat, and I'll answer it for all of you without taking your name. You can ask me anything right now, not a physics numerical, obviously, right now, but anything related to whatever we discussed or whatever you're going through in life on a personal chat, or you can, if the question is common to all of you, you can even write in the main group also. I repeat, in case you want to ask something, it's an open Q&A. आप मुझसे कुछ भी पूछ सकते हो. Okay, I've got a question. Let me just read it. I'm not reading the someone who's. How can we choose for our goals of our lives? So that's going to be very deep. This question is very deep. Your goals needs a lot of introspection, but you can't someday someday wake up and say I want to be a doctor. That is not how things work. I'll be very honest with you. Or you can't someday wake up and you decide that I want to be, I would say, a dancer or a cyclist. It's a journey. It's a bloody journey. And the simplest way is when you spend a lot of time with your own. This is very important. How do you figure out your life? Basically, this is what he means. The question means. So when you invest in your life. So when I say invest in your life, का मतलब क्या है? मैं आपकी एज के सारे बच्चों को एक चीज बोलता हूँ, पता क्या? सब कुछ करो, सब कुछ करो, पूरे दिल से करो. ध्यान सुनना, बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात है. सब कुछ करो, बट बहुत दिल से करो. जब हम सब कुछ बहुत दिल से कर रहे होते हैं ना, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बेटा, वेरी डीप. आई एम ग्लैड समवन आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन. तो जब हम सब कुछ बहुत दिल से करने की कोशिश करते हैं ना, दिल से, तो हमारा को ना एक पैटर्न मिलता है अपनी लाइफ में. वो पैटर्न में हमें कुछ ऐसी चीजें ऑब्जर्व करेंगे जो हमें करनी बहुत अच्छी लगती हैं, बहुत. एंड हमें कुछ चीजें ऐसी मिलेंगी जिन्हें हमें करने में बहुत बोरिंग बोरिंग चीजें लगती हैं. दैट्स थिंग्स वी डोंट लाइक. We need to build our life around things which we love doing, and imagine you make life out of it, like professional life out of it, goals out of it. Think about it. Like what I'm doing right now, is it a paid class or is it a free class? Is class of life free for you or it's a paid for you? Think about it. Free है ना? फ्री है? एनीबडी, किसी ने तुमसे पैसे तो नहीं लिए इस क्लास के लिए? नहीं. Why I'm doing it for free? Think about it. Why I'm doing it for free? अगर नहीं भी करूंगा, it has got nothing to do with the Genesis curriculum. Yes, nothing. क्लासेस नॉर्मल लग रही हैं, दिल से टीचर्स मेहनत कर रहे हैं, टीचर्स डाउट ले रहे हैं, टेस्ट ले रहे हैं, मेहनत कर रहे हैं, एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस ले रही हैं, जो भी बेचारे लगे हुए हैं. इज दिस अ पार्ट ऑफ जेनेसिस करिकुलम? जब एडमिशन हुआ था किसी ने बताया था? आंसर इज नो. व्हाई आई एम डूइंग इट? बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी क्लोज टू माय लाइफ पर्पस and I'm enjoy and why I'm doing it on a Sunday when there is off. I'm not concerned about you, Chirag. I'll be very honest about it. And you might feel bad about it. No, I'm not concerned. I'm very concerned about how I feel doing a certain thing. And I'm very selfish that way. I'm not saying selfish is the wrong word. I'm very self-centered that way. I feel great when I do a class like this. And in return, it benefits a lot of students. वो मेरी जीत है. बट मैं कंसर्न की वजह से नहीं कर रहा. कंसर्न की वजह से करना होगा तो तू मुझे रात को 12-1 बजे कॉल करेगा, तू परेशान है तो मैं तेरे से बात करूंगा, वो मेरा तेरे लिए कंसर्न होगा. आई एम डूइंग इट, so this is very close to my life purpose of helping students and their parents think right, make right decisions. This is my life purpose. बट ये बहुत सारी चीजों में इन्वेस्ट करके धक्के खा के चित्तर खा के लाइफ में समझ आया करना क्या. Now, if you don't take participation in a lot of things, you would never be able to figure it out. What is that what you're good at? What is that you're not good at? देखो दोनों चीजें पता होनी बहुत जरूरी है. Because what it is that what you're good at should be chosen to make a life, and what you're not good at should be dropped out धीरे धीरे from the life. And this is your career. This is your career. This is not to your career. There's one more question, I'll answer that. How can we be protected from distraction by mobile and friends? That's a very tough question here. You see, what happens is that mobile is going to destroy 80% of the student lives. This is my prediction. 80% of the students who are achieving this potential will never be able to reach that potential because of the technological and there is nothing wrong in technology. The problem is that all of us, and this includes me also, your parents also, most of us have become slave to the technology. Everybody, even the biggest, I know a lot of you who use a lot of mobile, जिनका स्क्रीन टाइम बहुत ज्यादा है, पेरेंट्स को झूठ बोल के भी ज्यादा है, बट उनको डीप डाउन द हार्ट उनको पता है बहुत ज्यादा है. They are also not someone who don't want to quit it. They also want to quit it. It's just that helpless हो रहे हैं. So I'll take this in some other session maybe, and maybe in the next class of life, how do you break this addiction, and the way I do it in a lot of schools. But right, because this is going to be another session, breaking addiction. But I'll answer that surely. How to stay focused and motivated to achieve a certain goal. You need so for you the answer is very simple. Focus upon your why. The question मैं बताया दूं क्या आया है. How to stay focused and motivated to achieve a certain goal. So your answer is better. Always focus upon your why. WHY. Why did you start? If your why is clear, not how, why, WHY. आप कोई चीज करते हो वो क्यों करते हो? अगर आपको उसके पीछे का रीजन स्ट्रांग है, आप कभी स्ट्रगल नहीं करोगे लाइफ. थिंक अबाउट वाई. WHY. आपने आज क्लास लगाई, क्यों लगाई? पेरेंट्स ने बोला, ओके मे बी एक आधे पेरेंट ने बोला होगा. 5 कितने बैचेस के बच्चों को इनवाइट किया, कितने बैचेस के बच्चों को आई थिंक मैसेज किया होगा. एंड अराउंड 55-60 वर देयर इन द जब सेशन चल रहा था, 60 वर देयर, which means 60 में से at least 60 of you decided, okay, or 55 of you decided, okay, it's Sunday, we can invest 1 hour in this class, this is going to help us. Your why was clear, so you stick till the end of this meeting. Yes, जिसने भी ये क्वेश्चन पूछा, are you getting the answer? आप बीच में चाहे बोर भी होगे, but you stick to the end because you had a clear why, because what you wanted to learn was clear in your head. Similarly, if you want to stay motivated for something, always have a very, 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 very clear why. That's why when we'll do career sessions in November onwards, I'll help you choose your why carefully, so that when we choose, especially for 10th class students, 11th 12th में हम कौन सी stream लेंगे, That should be very clear with the why. So जब भी 10th में आपका वो मौका आएगा, I'll help you that. Is career a thing which I should enjoy in it, or it can be anything else? Nothing better than a career which you enjoy. Nothing better than it, because then you don't get tired. Man, even if you get tired, you bounce back very easily. You see, I enjoy my this work. You have seen me in the class also. You've seen me right now also. I deeply enjoy this work. So I feel if somehow you know how to probably make a career out of your things you like, it will be awesome. Guys, I think I'll take you. I think we should end this now. I think बच्चे दोबारा ही जा रहे हैं मीटिंग में. I think अभी भी I saw 46 हो गए थे, वापस 50 हो गए हैं. गौरव भाई, we are about to end it now. I think any closing thoughts, any closing questions, guys? I can take one more question from you. Only one more can be answered. We are running short of time. It's a beautiful weather today. Okay, so next 1 week, promise to yourself you will focus upon controlling your response, and controlling your response with, thank you Hers, thank you so much, with a champion mindset. Am I clear? Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Love you a lot. बाय तो कर दो मुझे यार.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Nice.